Hey, MarkKing here. Here's a good story by Breitbart, and it's quite interesting. Santa Ana police robberies soar 50% as suspects exploit mass recommendation. This is by Joshua Kaplan. Santa Ana, California is experiencing a surge in crime as suspects exploit national recommendation to wear masks to prevent spread of virus. Right? So I like the way what he did. This is correct. Okay, this is correct. This is correct way. Okay, so the Santa Ana Police Department told CBS News Los Angeles that the city has seen a 50% spike in robberies since California Gavin Newsom announced a sweeping stay-at-home order in March. Speaking to news outlets, one gas station clerk recounted how he held. Okay, so like, I feel so sorry for like these gas station people. Want to watch videos of them getting robbed? It's like it's a scary thing to have a gun pointed at your face and that'll go through your mind every day of your life. Okay, it's quite traumatic. Okay, when I see these flipping people do a strong arm robbery, I want the people doing it, and I hate to say it, you should never ask for loss of life, but I want them to either go to jail for life or get hurt forever. Okay, you don't you affect somebody the rest of their lives by holding a gun to their face. Okay, I've known I've known people who've been robbed, and I've seen videos of people being robbed, and it's one of the worst things. Worse than any domestic abuse like these feminists claim ever happened. Domestic abuse doesn't even compare to having a gun to your face, knowing that you might die. Okay, I hate to say it like that, but I just think it's certain truths that we all kind of know in the back of our minds, but we don't say because it might offend the wrong people. So, and this whole Gavin Newsom thing, right? Again, California can be flipped. I've said it multiple times. California can be flipped. Okay, you see the recent special elections. They can be flipped. Believe it or not. I know people think it's blue, but I mean, it's going to take a lot. It's 10 percentage points about. It's going to take 10 or so million people to do it. It can be done. Okay, maybe not this election, but the next. You'll start seeing it because as people see how absurd their leadership is, they'll turn against them, right? Again, it's a sign of intelligence, right? Okay, if you're doing the same thing over and over and getting the same results, how intelligent can you really be, right? Again, it happened in New York. New York was ran to the ground by these Democratic mayors. Then they elected Giuliani. He completely cleaned up the streets in New York. He got tougher on crime. Again, everybody knows who commits a crime, where it's committed. They know the age. They know the suspect. They know what he looks like. We just kind of lie, and now we call Giuliani this evil man. Again, when people seem to get safety, they seem to turn against the people who give them the freedom. These trendy hipsters who go out in the New York night to drinking bars, they couldn't do this in the 80s. It's either stay at home or their life for a drink, essentially. They don't know hard times. Okay, this is what I truly believe about these hipsters who live in the coast. Okay. Anyway, it's horrible. Like clerk lamented. I mean, I know we have to take such measures. Again, the mask. What's funny about the mask thing, right? The it's exactly what the feminists kind of wanted. They wanted a piece of Sharia in America, essentially, and they got it. They got it. Everybody has to wear a mask. So bravo, feminists. Bravo. You got exactly what you wanted, just not in the way you expected. Again, this is what people who don't understand what communism really is. They don't know what they asked for when they received it. They'll pretend like, I don't want this. You voted for this. You asked for this. This is why conservatives will always be prepared for disasters, okay? Those who live in the Midwest, they know they can farm the land. They know hardships. They can take care of themselves. Again, the Army has done studies. Conservatives wipe out liberals in a matter of days. The government expect if a civil war ever happens, it's going to be between the right and the left. the right aligns themselves, usually conservatives, because they have the better genetics. Right? It's just the fact of everything. If you ever go to a Republican convention, the conservatives are usually tall and handsome, and the women are very attractive and fit. Okay, not everybody, but majority of them. Okay, okay. Who wins genetics wins evolution. Who wins genetics when essentially wins the wars. This is why you should believe in manliness and femininity. Okay, whoever has the most manly culture always wins. Okay, they usually have the higher IQs. Okay, the better belief systems. Anyway, I won't touch upon this anymore. There's some interesting stats about people killed, and but the crime rate, again, the crime rate is very scary. Again, what happens in hard times is during snowstorms and rainstorm, crime actually goes down. Originally, there's probably a downtick in crime, but now it's going to shoot back up because because everybody's wearing masks now, so they can essentially get away with more crime. And again, we know who's doing the crime, we know what they look like, we know where they live. We just don't want to say it because of political correctness and identity politics. Share, save, subscribe, thumb up. Hope you enjoy. Hope something interesting. That's what I really care about. Bye.